Woodward Creek by Childers is going to be played in standard tuning and will be capoed along the 3rd fret of the guitar and comes out of A minor formation. The chords themselves and the progression is pretty easy. I'll start by just showing you and telling you the chords, and then I'll talk a little bit about the nuance that happens within the chords. The chord progression will be an A minor to an F to a C to a G back to the F is the intro, and then the verse is going to be a C to an F to an A minor to a G. That's the verse. And then the chorus is going to be an A minor to an F to a C to a G. Then falls back to the C and continues those rounds. Alright, so the first thing is a little bit about the rhythm. The rhythm itself with the right hand is pretty easy. It's just a down, up, 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 down, up. But Childers tends to move the note in a 2-beat bass fashion, so that if we're in a C chord, we're emphasizing, so the way that I've got this chord played is ring finger on the 6th string 3 fret, pinky finger on the 4th string 3 fret, 2nd finger on the 4th string 2 fret, open 3 string, 1st finger on the 2 string 1 fret, open 1 string. So inside of a C chord, we're moving between the 5 string and the 6 string. And it does that on pretty much every chord, not necessarily between the 4 and, or not necessarily between the 6 and the 5 and the 6th string. I may have said 4 and 6. I meant the 5 string and the 6th string. So it doesn't necessarily always do it between the 5 and the 6, but it does it between whatever the root and the lowered 5th of the chord is. So it may be here, it may be there, it may be, or, but that's what's moving inside of the 5, 6, 5 string, 6 string, 5 string, 6 string. And then in that chord, Childers tends to randomly lift 2nd finger to expose the 4th string and hammer back down. That would be very slowly. So that's the rhythm feel that happens throughout the entire song. Leading into the song, you can usually hear Childers start off with a little hammer on, or he hits the open 5 string, hits the open 4 string, and then hammers on with 2nd finger to the 4th string 2 fret, and then goes into an A minor chord for the intro. The A minor chord will be open 5 string, 2nd finger on the 4th string 2 fret, ring finger on the 3 string 2 fret, 1st finger on the 2 string 1 fret, open 1 string. And here you would be, that little lift and hammer on feel would be happening with your 2nd finger on the 4th string 2 fret, and you're alternating between the 5 string and the 6 string. Okay, so the last nuance, there are kind of 2 more nuances to this. When we get to the G chord, so we've gone, whenever we get to the G chords in the verses and choruses, so we've gone C to F to A minor to the G. Inside of this G, I've got my ring finger on the 6th string 3 fret, I've got my 2nd finger on the 5 string 2 fret, open 4, open 3, open 2, and then pinky finger pulled back to the 1 string 3 fret. Inside of this chord, where we're alternating between the 6th string and the open 4 string in our right hand strumming pattern, sometimes you can hear Childers hit the open 5 string, hammer with 1st finger to the 5 string 1 fret, hammer with 2nd finger to the 5 string 2 fret, coming out of that G chord like. So after you hammer with your 2nd finger to the 5 string 2 fret, you you'd hit the open 4 string, then come back into the G chord, and then it usually resolves back up to the C for another round of whichever we're in. Sometimes though in this G chord, he does this chord instead. He'll start in the G, and then on a strum up, he opens up strings 1 and 2, and then hammers on with pinky and first finger simultaneously. Pinky going to the 2 string 3 fret, and first finger going to the 1 string 1 fret. And that would sound like this. So it's on the back half of the G chord. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's happening on the 3. So I guess precisely the back half. Or sometimes it's, like I said, last thing of nuance to mention here is that going into the chorus, instead of just going straight to the A minor, because we're coming from this C that we're on right here, usually it will go walking from the 5 string 3 fret to the 5 string 2 fret, and that would usually probably be with a pull off of some sort, where you would put your second finger on the 5 string 2 fret and pull off your pinky finger. You'd pluck your pinky finger on the 5 string 3 fret and pull it off before going to the A minor. Let me speak about the F chord as well, and this will be the last thing I mention, and you should have everything you need to know for this song. Tyler Childers tends to play this as just a bar F chord. You would bar across the 1st fret relative to our capo, ring finger on the 5 string 3 fret, pinky finger on the 4 string 3 fret, second finger on the 3 string 2 fret, and then your bar still grabbing the 1st fret of strings 2 and 1. I tend to make it as more of an open chord, with my thumb grabbing the 6 string 1 fret, ring and pinky fingers on strings 5 and 4 3rd fret, second finger on string 3 2 fret, first finger on string 2 1 fret, but you can play it whichever way you want to. And I believe that's everything to mention about the song. So those are the chords and movements to Woodward Creek. Hopefully this gives you an idea of how to approach the song.